Howdy, folks. Welcome back to the Vin Man Show this week. And hey, all this week I've been telling you, I've been talking about guide dogs for the blind, people with disabilities, and therapy dogs. And yesterday I showed you some pictures of my dogs, and I hope you appreciated that. I'll even show you some more because I have more pictures of my dog than I do of my kids, I think. Got a lot of pictures of both. Anyway, here's a picture of my dog Nestle, a golden retriever with her buddy. That's Mindy. Mindy's a boxer, probably with a little something else mixed in with her. But that's up at a very nice lake that we like to go to. That's Mindy and Nestle. And such a sweetheart of a dog. And uh, but Mindy couldn't swim. The boxers, I guess, they don't know how to swim very good. So I had to keep a life jacket on her. Boy, when Nestle got there, can't keep Nestle out of the water. She's a water dog. She just runs into the water all the time. And Mindy followed her in one time, and man, she couldn't swim. And she was trying to swim up because she was going down. She wasn't swimming forward like Nestle. She was trying to stay above water. And fortunately, we grabbed her and pulled her out, and then realized she needs a life jacket. So when we're around the lake, she's wearing a life jacket because she's such a good dog. Even with the life jacket, she doesn't like to go in up more than her knees. She goes, I'm not going in. I know what happened before. Almost drowned. Anyway, I'll tell you a funny story about here's here's a picture of that Mindy. I love Mindy. She's a good dog. Solid as a rock, man. You can pat her so hard and hurt your hand. So, yeah, good old Mindy. And anyway, when we go up to the lake in the summertime, um, as I said, Nestle's a retriever, and I think they call them retriever. Well, here again, they like to go and probably retrieve birds, but she also loved just ball crazy. That's probably another reason why she fails. She's just ball crazy. When she sees a ball, man, she just concentrates on that ball and has to go get it. It doesn't matter. Basketball, baseball, softball, but her favorite were tennis balls. And when we drive by the park and people be out there playing basketball, she'd look and her eyes would be right on that ball over there. And as far as throwing that tennis ball for her, I could throw and throw and throw until my arm was so tired, and she just kept running and bringing it back, dropping it at my feet. Come on, throw it again, throw it again, throw it again, throw it again. Then I get tired of throwing that darn ball. So, come on, Nestle, we're going to call it. So that's how she got a lot of her exercise, and me too. I would be able to throw the ball, and she'd go and chase it, and that was great for exercising both of us. But when we were up at the lake, instead of I'd throw it out in the water, and she'd swim out there, and oh, she loved to swim. And I took her out on a boat one time. She jumped out of the boat to swim. I going, oh my gosh! And she was too big to get back into the boat, so we had to just kind of grab her and put over to the shore. And then I said, swim ashore. And then we were close because right out in the middle of the lake, she jumped in. I thought, oh my gosh! But we were able to get her over to the not up to the edge, but close enough to where she could swim ashore. And I could pull the boat ashore and get her back in the boat. Crazy dog. We'd have to stay in the boat, Nestle. But anyway, when I go down there to the beach, I try and find a fairly secluded beach. Actually, they do have dog beach over there at the lake I go to. Oh, they say, dogs are allowed at this portion of the beach. And so other dogs would be there, and I'd start throwing the ball out there. But then after a while, I thought, I'm in the forest here. There's all these sticks. I'll throw a stick out there instead. So I started throwing these sticks out there, and Nestle would be going after it. And then sometimes competition would come up with dogs that we didn't know. Then they'd race out to who could get the stick first, and then they'd both get it, and they'd be playing tug of war, and one, part of the stick in each of their mouths, and they'd bring it ashore, throw it again, and I'd get tired. I said, I can't throw it anymore. So I'd tell the kids, hey kid, you want to throw the stick for the dog? Oh yeah. So all these kids would come over. Can I throw the stick for your dog, sir? Have at it, man. I go sit down and relax and watch my dog swim. That was a good one. Oh, here's a story I was going to tell you about. My wife was out there throwing the sticks. Remember I showed you Nestle she kind of likes logs. And this wasn't a stick. This was like a big log, but not big enough to where you couldn't throw it pretty far. And my wife, the way she throws sticks, she throws it like a frisbee. She throws it this way, She throws it this way, and she'd get it out there, and Nestle bring it back. And so I said, hey, throw it out there further. And she'd go, okay. So, man, she wound up, and she threw it. And instead of going straight, it went way over there. And there's this man out there laying on one of those blow up things that you can lay on out of the water. He's laying there, and the stick landed right on him. Oh, he was so pissed. What the? I said, yeah, you kids, quit throwing. Sorry, sir, the kids are throwing sticks for the dog. Oh, blame it on the kid. Oh, dang kids, And it's probably somebody's dad out there floating around on vacation. Probably had a beer in his hand, And fortunately, it wasn't. Well, the lake we go to, the people aren't rowdy. They're not the wild young crowd. Because on the lake we go to, you're not allowed to have speed boats, and they're not allowed to do water skiing. So that does away with the really the heavy duty drinking crowd that want to do all the speedboat racing. But beautiful lake we go to, and that was Nestle's favorite spot. Where we go up into the Sierras, and my wife's uncle has a cabin up there, so we could go up in the summertime, and we could go up in the winter and ski. I'm not sure which Nestle liked better, whether it's the snow or the lake in the summer. I think she liked the lake in the summer more, because during this winter we go skiing and she'd have to stay in the house all day. She didn't like that. Then I'd come back early and take her for a walk. Oh, she loved the snow going up, and because the snow plow would go, and each side of the road would have 6 feet of snow, and she'd run up to the top, and we'd running along, and then run down and run over to the other side. It's like how they have these snowboarders do the whatever, it's the half thing that they do, and that's what Nestle was doing, and running along the top of the thing. Here's another picture. I think I showed you that picture yesterday with Nestle in the snow. That's my girlfriend right there. So there's another picture of Nestle and a couple of her buddies. These are a couple of her buddy. They're pugs. That's Sal and Olive, and they named her Olive because our friends own an olive orchard, and oh, those are good little pugs. I really like those guys. Those guys are good. So, anyways, yeah. So, anyways, let's see. Oh, I think I got a couple more seconds to talk to you about. My dog was changed from a guide dog in training to a therapy dog, and and like I was telling you at the beginning of these episodes about guide dogs and therapy dogs, they're for the disabled, and disabled people do not like to admit that they're disabled. I mean, well, they'll admit that they are, but they like to have overcome their disability. They don't like to ask for help from people, and after I told you I had a heart attack a couple years ago, and after my heart attack, I kind of realized I have a little disability now. I'm not supposed to be lifting over 20 pounds. I get a little more tired when I do projects. I can't do a lot of my projects, and so therefore, but still, I want to overcome that. So if I have something over 20 pounds, I should be wise and call my son. Hey, son, come over here and lift this for me. But I figure he's busy. He does, I have to wait an hour for him to get over here, or a day, or a week. And I want to move it now. So I'll say, yeah, I'm not disabled. I can do that. And then of course, after I do it, I end up at the acupressurist for about a couple of visits to straighten my back up, and thinking, now that I'm getting older and wiser. But here again, when people see you and you don't look disabled, like at least on a blind person, you know they're blind, so you're not going to ask them questions like, "What time is it?" They can't see their watch. Or if the person's on crutches, you're not going to say, "Hey, I'll race you to the corner," or something, or a blind person, "Let's go to the movies." Although Gary said he did like movies, he liked to listen to the episodes, and in his mind he could probably see it very clearly, the movies, and And here again, if he took Langer to the movies, oh my gosh, all that candy on the floor that the dog would be licking up the whole movie. Oh yeah, yeah. But anyways, we're and these, I was telling you at the beginning, I knew my friend's dad had polio and he couldn't walk, and he didn't like he didn't want people to feel sorry for him, and he didn't want their help. And I'm the same way. I don't want people feel, I tell, oh, you had a heart attack. I feel sorry for you. I don't want you to feel sorry for me. I'm doing very well, thank you. That's my answer. I'm doing well, because all is well. And this thing I have is probably temporary. That's the way I keep looking at it. I'm getting stronger every day, stronger every day, stronger every day. I say that. My youth is renewed like the eagle. Every day I say that. And I am getting stronger every day, so I can lift a little bit more. My endurance is getting stronger. But when people see you and I just look normal, and they say, hey, come over here and help us carry this couch. I have to say, nah, I can't be doing that. I'm sorry, I got doctor's orders. I'm not supposed to lift over 20 pounds. And they kind of look at you like, sure, but you just don't want to do it. I was thinking about maybe I'd start carrying a cane and look the part that I'm disabled, and so people feel sorry for me. That's not going to do that. So anyways, I was just thinking about that, when you do these shows, your mind runs down these different avenues of, darn, I should have said this or I should have said that. And so maybe I'm doing these shows for me and not for you. But I hope I'm making you feel good. It's making me feel good. It makes me feel good, to get something out there that's educational, because I don't think a lot of people know that much about guide dogs or therapy dogs or people with disabilities. I didn't know very much about any of that subject until I did it. And in this lifetime, a lot of people go through their lives and don't know anything about this stuff. So I hope I'm giving it to you educationally. I'm hoping I make you feel good. This is the Feel Good Show. And remember my buddy, Nestle. I'm going to talk about her some more because she's just too good to. I haven't even told you any stories about her. I just showed you some pictures. So tomorrow, you're definitely going to hear some fun stories about my dog, Nestle. So anyway, until then, enjoy the day.